Next, the 7 roles of the president. Who would like to
I'll
take this up?
read. I want to read
I'll
the read.
read.
You want to read? Was that Lily and John?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll read
All
the
right, Lily
red.
and John. Okay, so Lily, please read the blue part of the 7 roles of the president. John, please read the red part of the 7 roles of the president. I will read the purple part, and I will stop and discuss each one as we go. Ladies and gentlemen, Chief of State, begin.
Okay. The president represents the people, but would never wear a crown.
The president inspires with honor and instills values with renown.
The president shows the world a proud American face.
Giving medals to heroes and welcoming our astronauts back from space.
Very good. I'm sweating terribly in this coat. Spirits are very sweaty people. Okay, so anyway, by the way, that made me think of something from the last poem. You know, back when the revolution happened, after the revolution, a lot of the people in this country thought we would just have a king, right? Let's have a king. They had a king, we should have a king. Why is a king a bad idea?
What kind of power does the king have?
He controls over everyone, and you can't like vote on them, so you don't get to pick who you want because they're from a family line.
Yeah, well, and even if the king is chosen originally, they stay forever, and they have ultimate power, which is really, really not good for anyone, no matter how good the king, really. So that's why we decided, or at least the founding fathers decided, they wanted to go with the president. But a lot of people think that that everybody wanted that. A lot of people were like, no, king's the way to go. Great. Okay, and of course, chief of state, the president is the face of our nation. He shows his face around the world, he talks to all the dignitaries, and he gives, he honors a lot of the Americans that do great things, which is a beautiful thing. Okay, chief executive, go.
The head of all federal workers, the president leads the executive branch.
John.
Oh wait. My internet connection wasn't working right.
Cool.
Sorry. When it comes to enforcing U.S. law, the press wears the pants.
The president chooses who holds the FBI and the CIA.
By choosing a cabinet, federal, and Supreme Court judges, the president does it the way the president way.
I'm sorry.
So
You can't eat in office.
is that going on in the office? Miss Fairchild, or where's that going on? Okay. So anyway, so the president is the CEO of the country. That's why we say the executive branch, and that's why we call people executives when they run companies. The executive branch. Okay, go, chief diplomat.
Okay, hold on. The United States has embassies.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, in many foreign lands.
The president chooses the ambassadors who represent America and gives citizens a helping hand.
When foreign leaders arrive, the president greets them for celebrations and debates.
All the duties are outlined through the foreign policy the president creates.
Very good. The president, when you run for president, 2 things are very important. What you're going to do for the economy and your foreign policy. How you're going to deal with the rest of the world. And one thing amazing about the United States, like most, we have embassies in every country basically in the world. And if you are ever traveling abroad and you have a problem with the locals, with the police, with the country, with your passport, go to the embassy. That's why they're there, to help you. They're there to help you. Go there. And the president hires all those nice folks. Next, commander-in-chief.
If there must be a word, it's the president who says go, as the commander of our military might.
Army, Navy, Air Force, Marines, deciding troop movements, decreting the flight.
Inspecting our troops, preceding our defense.
Giving orders to admirals, commanding our generals, a strong face the president represents.
The president is the commander-in-chief of our military forces. he can say go to war. It'd be nice or prudent if the Senate and Congress were in on it all the time, but sometimes they aren't, and they don't have to be. It'd be nice if they were, and the president makes those decisions. And he also really does get involved in where the fighting is going, not to the minutia, but in a large sense. Chief Legislator, go.
The Congress makes the laws, but the president can influence what they decide.
Urging new laws, voting bills, it's hard without the president by your side.
Sometimes they play nice. Sometimes they play nice. The president might have the congressman to the House.
Sometimes in a stall, the president plays hardball with a speech their hopes he can douse.
Good. Vetoing. Now, so many of your parents may be yelling about this side or that side, and it's the gridlock, and that's the worst it's ever been in the world because the Congress and the president are. It's always been this way. There's always somebody stonewalling. They're always trying to make deals. Sometimes it's better, sometimes it's worse, but it's always been that way. And you'll also notice that in times of great tragedy like we have now, they do come together to get some bills and laws pretty quickly that can help a lot of Americans. Okay, chief of the party, go.
The president must campaign a bunch. It's a requirement that comes with the job.
Throwing support to the party, fundraisers, speeches so hearty, lending a voice, the press says no prob.
Good. So the president is also still the head of his party, Republican or Democrat, whatever it is, and they are required to go out and stump for the party. Sometimes they don't do so much, sometimes they do more, but they really hope to fundraise, especially to get out there and get money for their candidates so they can win more and more. Next, chief guardian of the economy.
Always on the president's mind, the economy, employment, and tax rates.
Balancing the needs of businesses with the welfare of labor, a president juggles many plates.
To create economy policies, the finance sound, the president will strive.
Our citizens and businesses can be free, prosper, and thrive.
And thrive. Very good. So the president truly is, and more than creating or shaping the economy, they need to be excited about it. They need to help business, help labor, help people, and try to balance the economy so that we can keep going and chugging along and grow. Obviously, right now we're having a little struggle because of our problems, but hopefully it will all come back. And it will, by the way, it will. Never in the history of our country has it not come back, even in much worse times, because we are a resilient people. Very good, well read, thank you.